Playing hooky today. It's a Monday. I have no date. July something. July 8th. And I'm going to the mountains. I'm not going deep. I've got a spot that is real close to my house. And I haven't been there in a few years, mainly because we take longer vacations and go deep into the mountains. But I think I can be at the four-wheel drive trail within 30 minutes. I just set my timer. I'm 7 minutes into this. Of course, a good bit of that time was getting out of the city, out through all the red lights. And I'm on I-70, and I'm heading in. A lot of people from the East Coast and the Midwest, are always telling me, yeah, you ought to buy some land. You got to buy some land to go hunt on. But the fact is, when you live out west, you have millions and millions and more millions of land to hunt on, acres of land to hunt on. And I don't even know how much BLM land is here in Colorado or in Wyoming, but it's more millions. I just know there's about 3 million acres of national forest. That's all of ours to use with common sense rules. It's 32 minutes. Did have a little bit of road construction. 29 miles. Average 54 miles an hour. Big trucks run 80 pounds of tire pressure in the rear. I should air down for traction and for just smoothing out the ride. I'm going to take it slow, mainly to air down 4 tires that are at 80. I think the fronts they have set at 60. It's going to take 15 minutes. Maybe not quite 15 minutes. Then I got to pump them all back up. This isn't that tough of a trail. I've been up here many times, but it has been 2 years, maybe even 3 years. I've got a spot picked out up here. It's just less than a mile where I usually set up camp and shoot. I may go up a little higher. Actually, I may just set up and shoot, and then put my little backpack on filled with water and go for a hike. Okay, got another tight switchback here. Berkshire Hathaway. Oh, come on, baby. There we go. Hold on in here. Oh yeah. My wife and I have come camping here a lot. It is such a sweet spot. It took 46 minutes and it's 31 miles from my house. Nice fire pit here. Nice view of the valley. So right past my truck there, 60 yards to this line. It's weird. Polly has, hey, what you looking at? She's always with me when I'm shooting, so she just instinctively has learned to stand behind me when I have my bow out. It's kind of funny. Okay, I got the camera about 10 yards ahead of me because there's a little bit of a hill and you're sitting on the ground. Okay, first arrow with new helical veins. See how this does. Alright, how did I do? She always likes running up and checking the arrows. Honestly, I don't think, from what I could tell, it's kind of a pretty good group for first round at 60 yards. You can see kind of the angle that they're coming down at. I'm slightly uphill, up out past the truck there. God, I'm kind of proud of myself. Behind the line. Go on, behind the line. So that was surprisingly accurate. For dialing for 60 yards, it held a good 4 to 5 inch group there. 2 of them were touching. Maybe I was dropping my arm or something last time I was shooting. So, let's see if we can do it 2 for 2. Good. I knew I pulled that one. I've got a case of target panic. That's where you jerk the trigger or you anticipate the shot. But I have to mentally force myself past. That's why I got this kind of back tension release instead of a regular trigger release. So that last group at 60 yards, my elevation was within 2 inches. My spread was more like 8 inches. But we're gonna get a little risky now. I'm gonna dial this to 70 and see what happens. Looked a little high. I could have pulled it. Maybe I'll slow this footage down and I can get some feedback on my shot form or my bad habits. That was a good release. It really surprised me. I think that one went right in the bullseye. I just put these new vanes on 2 nights ago. They're white, and I'm going to be looking to see if there's any discoloration where the vanes may be hitting the rest. I don't see anything on this one. Man, I think that was good. Dialing for 80 dead on. Maybe my sight tape is accurate, and I was just shooting bad last week. Hold it high right. Let's go check them out, Polly. Alright, I'm not sure how to restart this Samsung health pedometer thing. It's pissing me off. But I'm at 0.66 miles, and hey, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. I think I want to try to do 2 miles. 2 miles up, 2 miles down. That'll get an easy 4. Well, keep in mind we are at 8,500 feet, and last year by this time I was way ahead in I guess my elk fitness goals. I'd putting in a lot of elevation and a lot of miles by this time last year. Polly's bowl. I sold all my backpacks, every single one, all my day packs, my overnight packs. So this is all I got so far is this dang Gap backpack. But it actually works pretty good for lighter loads. I don't need the waist belt, but it works all right. Where'd you go? Holly, there you are. Let's see. I always carry in the front. Of course, with the bino harness, it's not as easy to get out. But for walking with this size of revolver, I think it's a 7-inch barrel, it stays out of your way, it centers you, it counterbalances what's on your back to your front. It's real easy to get out. This one here is a 357, and it's all titanium except for the hammer, the trigger, and the barrel, or the, what do you call that thing? Barrel release. And the sights. I think the sights are steel. But this baby is super loud because it's got that top muzzle brake on there. And it's extremely light. Carrying something like this in stainless steel would not be advisable. So this is the way out of the camping slash shooting spot. Truck stays there and we come out and go uphill. One thing I'm noticing already is I haven't gotten bit by a mosquito yet. In Wyoming, all day long, I was getting swarmed by mosquitoes. And this is the life. I gotta start making this a routine. Look at this view. I got that dang Samsung thing on. Let me give a zoom out past these trees here.
Workout pause.
That's a Continental Divide right there. There's a trail that runs along that thing. Probably a lot different weather up there than where Polly and I are at right now. Look at this real nice camp spot. You pull off to the side here. Oh, this is amazing. I may have to come back here later this week and
halfway point reached.
Oh my God, shut up. And set up camp here for the night.
Workout pause. Workout resumed.
Look at this spot. Not really flat enough for a tent, but my truck camper I could get leveled out right there, I think. Nice big fire pit, not too much trash. A lot of this stuff will burn for the next person. I've only found one beer can since I've been up here. I expected to see a lot more trash and had planned on bringing a whole bunch home. Look at that view. Look at that. Man. Alright, I think this is my turnaround point. But this is another amazing view. I've only gone 1.25 miles from where I parked. And I vaguely remember being up here. I think I've gone up there quite a ways before. There's a bucket up there. Not sure what that's about. But look at this camping spot. Holy cow. This is just amazing. We do have some weather moving in. This here is just a little trail that goes off to the side. Okay, I made it back. It wasn't that long of a walk. I got to get the hang of this dang Samsung thing. 50 minutes was the duration, and we only went 2.43 miles. Average speed 2.8 miles per hour. Well, she made it all the way up here. It was pretty easy. Trash is still here. I ran into someone in a Jeep on the way down. Asked them if they had picked it up, so that would save me the trip up here. And they said no, but we saw another bag of trash up on the right side. I said, why the hell didn't you pick it up? Well, at least that's what I should have said. We're gonna pack all this junk up. So I said I was gonna shoot from 60, but I set the target up and the tailgate just happens to be 48 yards. So I wanted to practice dialing my sight to a random distance and shooting. So this is an actual shooting distance on an elk. Or, well, I only have really archery elk tags this year. So here he is, big bull elk, 48 yards. Boom! That's dead nuts. Or dead bull. Okay, see if we can get a follow-up shot. 48 yards. Oops, it's just off of this tree here. So this is the angle that I was shooting right straight through here. So that last shot just nicked this branch. Look at that! There's almost 3 touching right there. This one that came in crooked might be the one that hit that branch. But man, that is pretty good for me for 48 yards. Last one. I think I'm gonna finish the video here. Hope you'll like the drone footage. I'm probably gonna do that from now on when I go to a new area. Put in a few minutes of just the scenery out here. So the trash was a downer. It's not always that way. The further you get away from the city, you get into wilderness areas. You won't find any of that trash at all. Because the trash can't make it there. It means because you have to walk. Alrighty. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.